Hello, welcome back to King Survivals. On today's video, we're going to be arriving snowblower and a lawnmower. Wonder why it's snowing outside. This is day 8 editing. My stupid self forgot to record an intro, so he did. Okay, so being the utter genius that I am, I decided to, move some of my files from my main hard drive off to an external hard drive. Don't do that while you're editing. So it removed the files from the edit. Luckily, I was able to re-import those files, but one of them got damaged. So after the intro, the first 20 minutes of the video is pretty much corrupt. So I'm sorry, I know. Mainly what I went over was pretty much just showing the old carburetor, the differences between that one and the new one, and pretty much taking off the old one. Sorry, this is the best that I can do, so. This is the... Alright, so, back to the video. Quick dinner break, went to Menards and got, nuts and... from here, anyways, and grade 8 washers for the carburetor, because apparently we don't have any nuts in the house that fit that bolts, right? So now I can finally put this on and let the 5 horsepower sing. Sorry, 5.5 horsepower sing. Okay. And apparently, this carburetor, there's supposed to be an air filter. We don't have the air filter. So it should be fine to at least, start tonight.
Haha, how foolish I was.
Hopefully. So, put this on. Let me just... There we go. Oh, and just so you know, that is... One second. You can't even see it. That right. You can see that little tiny bit of nice new fuel line. Definitely new fuel line. Definitely not just electrical tape over the fuel line. Nope. That ain't electrical tape. Don't know what you're talking about. So, sorry, but there's not really a lot of room over there to put the truck on. That's not electrical tape, it's just a new fuel line. Yeah, definitely. New fuel line. Sorry that this isn't like other channels that do these kinds of things. To be truthful, I'm kind of a dumbass. I fuck up a lot. So I shouldn't teach people how to, do this kinds of things. I'm just here for entertainment purposes. And that is all. So that's installed. This didn't have, this is like a clip for the primer bubble. I just put fuel line over that. I'm gonna fix anything with a pair of pliers. With enough pliers, you can fix the world. Okay, so that's just gonna just go on how it was beforehand. Is that a different kind of thing? Nope, same thing. Okay. It actually does look like it used to have one of these and it just rusted off. So I had to take the electrical tape. I mean, I might have to fix this new fuel line because it won't accept it. Definitely. That works. Alright. So now, one way, somehow, and I'm gonna try and tighten up and fix this because it's kind of wonky. It's like a banana. So, oh, and another thing. Does anybody know what this does? What this is? Tell me in the comments below. Okay, so I'm gonna get, well actually I gotta figure out what an air filter for this would be. But then I gotta get linkages reconnected for this. So, see you then. So I did some research online and apparently this thing doesn't require an air filter. Maybe it's downstream more. I don't know. As long as it works. So, I'm just gonna clean this up because that's crusty. So, that's what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna put on a mask, put on some eyewear. Trust me, you might say, "Oh well, you don't need that." Trust me, with the rust, that kind of stuff, you don't want to get in your lungs. I did that once, and I was coughing the rest of the night, and many days after. So please wear a mask, wear some safety stuff when handling with things. Let me say I can't afford that. Go to Harbor Freight and get yourself some safety stuff. It's not the best, but it is kind of safe. So, do that. Okay, so clean that up. Not the best. That'll get rid of some of the rust. It could get rid of a little bit more, but yeah. Now, the first time on Kings or Rivals, that'll become a tradition of this channel, which is full restoration. With this satin red paint, I will be restoring this 28-year-old hunk of metal. First of all, I'll try not to get it on this. Now, it just it's really good for the lungs to breathe this in. Not. Anyways, so as I was saying, that will be the new tradition of this channel. And don't worry, I will hit it with black. That has like stops rust on it. So that should help prevent that rust from spreading. This should help that small piece of metal and the thing that's already rusting pretty badly a lot more life. Sometimes I'm just stupid. Okay, so that is still dry. I don't know why it's taking so long, but who knows? So, meanwhile, I'm gonna work on this. All this hardware off. I would also restore it, paint it. But I've tried that before with hardware with that paint, and yeah, it just becomes non-usable. So, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so these are from my lawnmower. I replaced them with a pack of like fresh bolts. I think you can see where this is going. So what I'm gonna do is use these in here. So it'll be a nice upgrade because compared to this, it'll actually, clamp things on both sides. All right.
Okay.
That bolt doesn't want to come out. I think this will persuade it to. Let me just remember, don't do this at home, kids. I am a kid. But don't do this, other kids. Come on. Let me try a different place. Okay, back to the other spot. Okay, it's almost there. Okay. Well, I were too. Look at how broken apart that is now. There we go. I'm not gonna touch that. Not that stupid. That was a good chunk of steel. Now, you always take out the battery first before you touch it. Okay, I just wiped it off with a paper towel because it's taken 5 gosh darn years for that to dry. So anyways, again, one last not important thing. I just had to just put a bolt there because, yeah. See all that rust? Let me just... Ah! Brand new. All brand new. Way down there, all brand new. That little tiny spot, brand new. I'm gonna reassemble this. It's 46 degrees, it's 8:20 p.m. I'm just gonna get this done and, so I can go inside. Okay, so to get it started, trying to put everything together, you know, get a throttle, get the plate that goes over this on, and I realized I don't got that linkage, or the throttle linkage. Back at it, during that time I have been hitting this with some, PB Blaster. It's been sitting up there for definitely 20 years up there. Definitely still works. So, took off these zip ties, then realized, wait, I gotta record this. So, took off those zip ties. I'm going to try and put back on, well, put this on here. I'm just gonna be able to just attach the chuck for now because I need a linkage for this to there. And I think we got it ordered. I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna try and put this back because I don't know if this grounds to it because we didn't have spark here. So I don't know. I don't know if this takes ground from here or something. Now looking at that, it grounds itself to that piece. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll see you once I have that done. And to commemorate this snowblower, I'll be using the first self-tapper of King's Rivals, because the bolt may or may not have stripped off.
Okay, I'm gonna voice over some of this stuff just to kind of quicken this pace. So, in the next clip that you're gonna see, I worked on getting the spark plug, seeing how the valves looked inside of the engine. I was able to switch out the spark plug for the correct one that actually started the spark, as you're about to see. This next clip, it's at night. I think I worked on it a little bit more. I think I tweaked with the carburetor a little bit more. I like jerry-rigged the throttle open like a throttle cable. So, and it did not run that night, sadly. Alright, so in the next clip that you're about to see, I pretty much just worked on the carburetor linkage for like a good solid hour and a half. It does look like I did some professional rebuilding on the muffler, as you're hopefully currently seeing. You know, I even primered that, you guys. So, okay, back to your regular scheduled YouTube video.
Now that I have access to this, let me... If you're wondering what that... That's the lets me electric heater in here. Just so it stays at temperature in here and not freezing. I got some pipes for this thing. Number one, I got some fuel filters, even though this $15 Chinese kit comes with it. I don't trust that. I'd rather spend, $6 on 2 filters. When I was trying to make it running, this is before I had a tripod, so couldn't really record it without it being horrible. I got dirty gas, okay dirty gas, clean gas. So that is when I realized, yeah, this thing probably needs a fuel filter. So the only reason why I'm only using the washer, not replacing it, not replacing this carburetor, well, is number one, that's a lot less work. Number two, this thing looks like, you can see all the jagged edges on this. This plate off, got that off, I unloosened this, and unloosened the fuel line, so it's alright. But I'm a human.
Okay, so I got the fuel line cut apart, so I was able to add the fuel shutoff and the fuel filter in line. Then pretty much put everything back together, which is what you're about to see in this montage. Sorry that I'm doing a lot of these voiceover kind of things. I don't really talk that good. Plus, this is my second really YouTube video and my like actually really good length. So I'm trying to make this somewhat interesting. So, sorry. Okay, so now let's try this. Bring down here. I got enough. And it is kind of drizzling out, so if there gets water on the camera, sorry. No leaks. So now let's start dumping gas everywhere. That's just my luck. All right, let's see if it starts.
The real test of a power mower is starting it easily on the first pull. So Sears is putting 100 Craftsman Eager 1 mowers on the line. How many will start on the first pull? Incredible. 99 first pull starts out of 100.
It's probably gonna take a while because it has to refill up the float bowl with the little gas that's in the tank. Sorry. Okay, I need a glove. Got some gloves. Because that plastic really gets my hand.
2,000 years later.
Listen to that Craftsman sing.
Yeah! Craftsman power!
Okay, now my neighbor's gonna complain. Gotta mow the grass, it's December. I think it went up a half an inch. You guys gotta mow. Oh, it runs. One out of the two, so I just gotta wait for parts for the other one. I see you back in a couple days when I have the parts for this thing. Okay. This is really important. I'm trying to put that away back in storage, and this is what I see on the ground. This is all the water from in here. Look at that. Good couple of inches of ice. I'm gonna break this apart. This is a T-Mule like bike shed. Hopefully this thing can last me 5 years. It's not going to because all of these grommets are starting to rust. Goddamn China, I know. Nothing ever good comes from China. That's starting to come apart, yeah. 5 years, this thing will be on its 5th rebuild by then. Alright, see you guys later.
Okay, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I did lose some of these files. So where I was working on the linkage after getting the part for the snowblower, I lost that footage. So I did get the part. I was able to install it.
I know it's in here somewhere. Found it a little while ago. Well, last time that you saw me working on this. Here it is. With electric start. Just gonna hold this up. I don't know if anybody's gonna use this as an instructional thing, but there's that part of the manual if you need it. Sorry if my fingers were covering up anything. Does not have a GFI. I'm gonna guess that's the special circuit things. I don't think that outdoor outlet has it, but we do have it around the house. So it's grounded in GFI 3-way. One must be installed by a licensed electrician before using the electric start. God damn. Yeah, you need to spend $500 to get this electric start to work. Right? Right there, above my finger. That's ridiculous. I think the GFI will probably pop it up on screen right now. It's like the special plugs with the little tiny circuit breaker in them. I've never seen any starter that's that powerful. And that makes sense why that's just skipping the teeth. So I'll probably just use manual pull. Okay, so move engine to fast. Figure full choke. Hold the prime ball for 1 second. Total of three times to prime it. Okay. I need to get a highlighter and highlight this. I'm crouching over, so I'm actually maybe in the frame. Again, I'm kind of new to this stuff, so. Oh, and if the camera quality changed, it's because the other phone died, and I'm using my actual smartphone. Well, that's an actual smartphone, but everywhere I go, there's a loud ass car going by. I swear. Okay, do not operate. I don't care. After 3 attempts, so after pulling it 3 times, I'm gonna guess. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so trying to plug this in. You don't want to plug in. Can I help you? Car driving by, super duper slow. Look at that. Can you hear that grinding? Yeah, this is the last time that starter spun was that night. RIP starter 2025. Lights flicker. Let's properly get that. Okay, so. Is that the full choke, if I'm right? Full throttle. Prime it 3 times. Okay, so. There's not that much gas in there, so I'm going to fill it up real quick before I continue. After 3 attempts, it says to go back to the manual. Okay, starters apparently. Okay, the starter stuck. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's 1. That's 2. Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh, look at that. It wants to. It wants to. Come on. Get a couple extra primes. Do you see that? Coming to life.
The Snow King lives!
Come on. Come on. Make some noise. With the little tiny linkage that it had, it was only able to get up to idle. That's why I was like, kind of trying to figure out why it wasn't sounding right. But that was correct. It's just at idle. It's not at full power. So. Okay, well, throttle. Yeah, that's all the way to the max, and that thing should be just. It's not enough, but as you can see, it lives, and we'll sit here and idle. Luckily, the paint hasn't burnt off quite yet. I'm gonna take this off because, as you saw in the previous clip, this is like idles when it's at full throttle, which I don't get. Even though I think I later found out the governor to throttle linkage was too small. So I added a fuel filter in line. So what you're about to see is a montage of the second snowing and using the Snow King to move snow. So I was able to get it out and use it for the second snowing this year. We got it up and running again. We used a longer throttle linkage, which it seemed to like. Alright, so we got the snowblower, a lawnmower, and a little tiny other side project. Still getting used to this stuff, so sorry about the quality of these videos. If it's not the best, you know, camera angles off, my face is purely in frame. I'm not even in frame and I'm talking to you guys. I'm sorry. Getting used to this. Trying to make some better videos soon. Next video you see, probably in a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, will be about the tiller. The first episode. Oh, you can't really see it. Well, it's right there. So, yeah. Go and check that out if you haven't yet. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please, I'm trying to make a living off of this someday. But, yeah. So, this isn't really a formal, I don't know, outro that everybody else would do. But, hopefully it's good enough for you guys. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.